Hi guys, Liz here, aka Isabelle Cheren, Liz for Paris Adored, Bondi Babe, and all my bots, and my cat. She doesn't look too impressed, but you'll be able to hear it because I got my mic here and it's like shh. This is actually where she always sleeps. Okay, so this is normally where I sit, and she tends to sleep behind me, and so because she always slept behind me, I put a little blanket there to make her comfortable, and she's all right then. She's done that for the last few years, which is kind of funny. Anyhow, welcome to another Coffee with Isa. As always, if you like what you see, subscribe, bell it, whatever. And if you don't watch it. Speaking of, I wasn't sure whether I was going to address it in a Coffee with Isa, but I thought I would, actually. I found out who my troll is. Funnily enough, I was pointed in the direction of a video on the internet, on YouTube no doubt, that actually shows you how to pinpoint your viewers, your subscribers who are down-thumbing you. I'm going to put details of that underneath this video in the description bar, because let me tell you, uncanny. It was where I thought it was coming from, and I had it confirmed, and then it's amazing. It narrows it down to the country, the area, everything. I'm like, oh my god. So my trolls happen to be subscribers on my YouTube channel. I know, because what they do is they down thumb as soon as they get the alert on their phone, and they down thumb, and they're subscribers, and they watch literally 10 seconds, and they only log into my video to down thumb. They happen to be other vloggers, yes, and well, have their own YouTube channel, and there's 2 of them, yes, and they come from somewhere in Europe. I'm not going to name the country because that would be just mean of me, unlike some people that do this kind of thing, but it's very interesting. YouTube and analytics are a wonderful thing, and because it's been bugging me for a while now that do you know what, people don't like things that you do or whatever, that's pretty normal, but people that actually do this consistently to affect your videos and stuff, I just find that really pathetic, and so it's been bugging me, because I thought I'm going to find out who this person is, and it's coming from where I actually suspected it was coming from, and I've suspected it a while. I've been watching this particular country in Europe, and they visit every day, and yeah, interestingly enough, just like the video thing that I watched, they hide who their subscriptions are to, which is very interesting, yes. So, but I already know their subscribers, and I just think it's really, really sad. Anyhow, so anyone else that has that issue out there, that you're pretty sure you're being trolled by someone, yeah, watch that video that's in my description bar, because you will soon find out who it is. Not hard. If you've got suspicion and you know what sort of country they're coming from, honestly, this is the most genius way to find out. And I've had it confirmed. And you know what? I feel so much better for it. I know that sounds really daft, but when you're unsure of who's hating you so much, because that's what it feels like to be constantly trolled. I mean, as you remember what happened to me, if you've been with me a while, what they did last year, you'll know how painful it is, and to know that they do it every single day. It's a 2 of them, and to know that they do it every single day because you didn't like them or something, I don't know, it's just really bizarre, but I find it sad. And it has made me feel better, because at least I can go, oh, what a shame. So I do feel better for it, and yeah, there you go. I know, it's made me in a better mood, weirdly in a better mood. This last week I've been on my course for my health and safety course. As I mentioned last week, I was going on my course. Yeah, it's been, actually, I'm absolutely exhausted. It was really full on. I mean, really full on. to the point that a few of us fell asleep in the course. I shit you not. I was nodding off, someone else was nodding off. We kind of had turns of like in the course. Not good, I know. But it's not because it was boring or anything. It was just so intense. It was just incredibly intense. And when you're inside and it's warm and stuff like that, was so intense. But I've got so much information from it. I know, that makes perfect sense. Fell asleep, but got so much information. But I did. I found out lots of things that my employer's actually doing wrong. I'm going back today to rectify that. Yes, I am. And I might seem jovial right now. I'm recording this on the weekend, so you're watching it Monday, and I'm actually recording it on the weekend because my apartment's quiet. The little one I look after is just gone, and they've gone to the park, so I thought I'm going to do it now. My laughter and smile might appear as it is, but I've actually been quite miserable for the last week, incredibly miserable. And not because of the course, not because of anything bad or anything. Number one, of course, my health goes up and down, so I do suffer from periods of sort of feeling really well. But because I got contacted from someone from work who let me know that they'd all got emails, and guess what? We're restructuring again. Yeah, I know. I'd only just finished that and had breathed a sigh of relief before Christmas. All of a sudden, an email's been sent out to tell us all that we're restructuring again. So yet, once again, we are all sitting here now worried whether we're going to have jobs again. I am so tired of it. I've never come across an organisation like this in my life. It is constant. It's been relentless since 2012, this constant restructuring. Just when you think it's okay, suddenly some other manager comes in and goes, I can do it better, and does a better thing, and then just carries on and starts upheavaling lives. Do you know what? I don't think they've ever stopped to think about the stress that they put on people. And I've learnt this in my course in the last week about stress. They don't stop and think about that. They don't think about how they're going to inform people. None of that. They don't think about the repercussions. And the fact that is that specifically in my area, we've been constantly restructuring since 2012, and we can't make plans. Since 2012, I could have bought a house in 2014. I went ahead and didn't do that at the time because I was kind of like sort of warned it may be not a good time to do this, and bugger me, it's never been a good time to do it. I mean, I can't buy a house now because that pot of money that I had is gone now, but there is no security at all, absolutely no security. Every night I go to bed, every morning I wake up, I don't know what the next day is going to bring. And, you know, it's nowhere to live life, really. It is really nowhere to live life. And the people that make these decisions don't even stop and consider the damage that they're doing to people's lives, to the damage that they're doing to people's families, when they constantly can't make up their mind what it is they're going to do to make things right. And every single person that makes this decision gets it wrong. They get it wrong every single time, and then they go back on it, and then they do something else. I'm just getting tired of it. Yeah, I am. Can I tell you how many times I'm getting tired of it. I'm so tired of it, it's just not funny. I should be getting used to it. Anyhow, it's a really lovely day out here. I'm going to try and show you. Hang on. Let me see. There we go. Can you see that? That's the view from my living room. Sorry if the windows look dirty, but it's a gorgeous day. Yes, it is. I just thought I'd show you something different. What else has gone on? Nothing, but look at my grey hair. I don't know what to do with it anymore. I'm like, do you know what? I was going to get a cut. I was going to go like, shh. And then and when you hold it like that, I think, no, that looks, I just can't seem to let all this hair go. So I'm just going to let it keep going. Yeah, I'm going to talk about this every time we do a video and I've got my real life me in it, because I feel like I've got to kind of like justify the fact that I've got grey hair. I don't know why. I know it's trendy to have grey hair, but it's not trendy to have in between grey hair. It's certainly not trendy to have in between grey hair and still go on YouTube. Oh God, no. I wanted to say thank you to all the people that watched Coffee with Isa last week about fibromyalgia and what it means to me. I really want to thank you, and I want to thank those that made public comments as well as the ones that made private comments to me, for your support and, you know, your offers of, like, you know, advice and stuff. I think that's just wonderful, and it really shocks me when I hear so many people have got the same thing, and the varying degrees of how it impacts people's lives, and some of the other illnesses that are very much like fibromyalgia but maybe slightly different. We're all just like, what is happening to the world? I mean, when I was young, I don't recall so many people having this kind of thing, and I just kind of like think it's like a modern day affliction condition, or it's recognised in the modern day. I don't know. It's just, yeah. But I just wanted to say thank you for your kind words, and you know, it really does help when you get sort of positive stuff back. Yeah, it does. And that's a word to the troll. And the troll wouldn't even know I'm talking about it, and the troll wouldn't know anything because they don't watch the videos. They click on 15 seconds, dislike. I've worked out in order to beat the dislike, I have to have like twice or three times the amount of likes to go against the dislike. I mean, for goodness sake. Yeah, you can tell it really bugs me. It bugs me because I find it pathetic and childish, actually. It is pathetic and childish. I've always said this: if I didn't like something, I certainly wouldn't have subscribed to it. And it's not because they don't like my videos. They don't even watch them. They just don't like me because I didn't do what they wanted. And why should I? And why should I comment back when I found what they were doing was kind of crap? I wasn't going to give them more kudos for things. I wish I could tell you what this is about. I really do, but I guess I don't want to either, because I just think it just opens up another can of worms, and I don't want people on YouTube going after this pair of idiots. I'll leave them to it. But suffice to say, when I get like 6 dislikes and you do that analytics thing, it goes back to the same place. So they're obviously signing in on their devices under different Gmail accounts to do this, which I find even more funnier. And then the other thing they do is they subscribe and unsubscribe and subscribe and unsubscribe. So they hover me, and I'm like, why? I don't know what it is, but I think the thing is that gets me is I stopped caring about how many subscribers and likes and stuff. Likes don't mean anything and dislikes don't mean anything, but they do obviously in terms of how the analytics work and the algorithm works. But for me personally, I just think a dislike is just as good as a like. It means they bothered to have a look. Even for 15 seconds. And I don't know, I just find it really odd. But, you know, to each his own, and knock yourselves out. Keep going at it. Enjoy yourselves. Anyhow, do I? No, I won't. I was thinking of divulging the channels, but I won't. No. Maybe in 6 months from now I will. Then you too can go and relish in the wonders. Anyhow, I'm not actually going to talk much today because I am in the middle of editing my Sansara experience as we speak. My elephant was going underground, his tusk. So I've put him in edit mode. And I need to go back and check the machine and then publish the experience. I've been recording for the Sansara experience. I've actually been recording for my place Namaste. The whole idea of it was supposed to be about relaxation. So I've actually been vocally recording a number of tracks for it. but they're not finished yet. I mean, I've recorded them, but they're not finished yet because I need to sort of edit them and sort of give them good sounds. Otherwise it sounds really tinny. But what I do like in Sansa is now you can see it, so you'll be able to go and sit at Namaste and meditate. That's the whole idea of it, if I get round to finishing the damn thing. I'm stretched beyond many things at the moment. I do so much juggling. Some days I don't know whether I'm coming or going. And I will admit, the other day, I mean, because I've been so tired and so whacked recently, I have considered actually just switching off. Yeah, I know. I've actually considered just taking a complete break from videos, from blogging, from all of that. And it was one of my friends, Maddie Wyatt, and we had a conversation the other night, and she said to me, but isn't that what makes you feel better, and isn't that what makes you feel less stressed? And I was like, yeah, it does. But I think sometimes we all do need a break, and I am probably going to look at taking a break at some stage soon. And I'm probably also going to look at taking a break from being beholden to merchants and stuff, because I've got a job. I've got a full-time job. I don't need to do a job that I'm doing for free and stick to rules and regulations and stuff like that. So I am going to revisit all of that, because a lot of people you blog for have high expectations. They have high expectations based on nothing. I don't care if they like watching this or not, but it's true. Blogger managers and merchants, they have high expectations, with the expectation that the blogger has to do, you know, they say jump and the blogger has to go how high. And I've been seeing it a lot lately, and it's actually really pissing me off now. I see people being mistreated who, you know, try and meet criteria, and I just think, you know, you're not being paid for this shit. You really are not being paid for this. I've seen so many people getting upset lately on my Facebook feeds and stuff about the way they're being treated by blogger managers. I'm polite to a certain extent, but believe me, I'm anyone is rude to me with the expectation that I should do something where I'm actually not getting paid for it might see the wrath of my tongue. And I really don't like seeing how they're treating some of the bloggers. And I've seen some fantastic bloggers, and they do flipping fantastic photos, really fantastic photos. And it's all about if your face fits and they like you and stuff like that. And I'm just tired of it. I'm also tired of seeing how they think some of these, I am going to say it as it is, some of these blogger managers think that they're, well, they think they're leading the Versace company or Prada or something. No, you're not. You're not. You're not really working. It's not a real job. Nah. And these people, you're not paying them to treat them like that. And you will be finding out soon. I'm going to start something in world for bloggers. Yeah, there might be a little protest on your hands. Whether it's in fun or not, it's another thing. Another thing. Let's just say Thelma. Thelma is coming your way. I'm setting the scene, and you don't know whether I'm being serious or not, do you? Nah. I am actually setting the scene for something that will be coming up soon for Thelma, my character that happens to be on a Friday, and this business about bloggers, and is just a sort of a snippet of what that will be leading to. It should be fun. Yeah, I know. I'm speaking in riddles, I know. But no, really, I do mean it. I just do think that some people take themselves too seriously and treat people with disrespect. They treat people with disrespect, people that are actually knocking themselves out to do things to produce, you know, marketing products like blogs or vlogs and stuff like that. And I just think, you unappreciative people, these people are doing a lot more work than it takes you guys to eject. They're doing so much work, and the thank yous that they're getting is a product that actually, and I've said this before, a product you wear once for a photo and you never wear again. I mean, that's the truth of it. We are like show horses when we blog. We are like showcase horses. I tend to not wear many things again because I haven't got the time, or you know, I'm forever opening boxes and taking pictures and stuff, and I never see that item again, and it really saddens me that that's the fact. I've got, you know, so much things in my closet, as they say. And the expectations that you've got to meet is ludicrous, absolutely ludicrous. The only time that I would try and meet those expectations would be for the well-known designers that we have out there. They're really well-known ones. And I'm not even going to say their names because I'm not advertising people. But the really well-known ones, the ones we love, yeah. And, you know, some of the people I blog for are really good, decent people. And again, I'm not going to say any names, but the people I blog for have always been good and fair. And that's what you want. Because at the end of the day, like I've said this before, a lot of bloggers pay for their blogs. Do you know what? They pay for their blogs. It ain't cheap. It really is not cheap. You know, for some people that don't have the money and they still go out their way to do that, you get merchants that go, I want you need to put this logo, you need to do this, and they keep changing their logos, or they keep changing, oh, you need to put the product picture, you need to do this, but they're not stopping to think actually the space required on the sites for that requires you to inject money into it in order to have that space. So there's a lot more to it, and I just think you need to stop and think about the people that are marketing for you and be grateful. don't have bloggers. No. I've always said this. I don't actually need to blog for anybody because I've always bought my own stuff. And I don't blog for stuff. I don't need stuff. One can do a blog without stuff. But I blog for the people I blog for because they're really good people. Anyhow, I'm going to shut up now because I could go on a tangent on this. I could talk about this forever because it really does knock me. But I'm not going to. What is coming up? Harriet is going somewhere this week. Yes. She's going to visit Sansa. Yes. Thelma has started her new job, and it might not be going that smoothly. Oh, the ideas in my head. Someone did say to me about using other characters like voices. Yeah, the only problem with that is when you're working on a set time zone, it's really hard to get the people to do the voices, and some people that sometimes film with me don't speak anyhow, so it's very difficult. So if I do any voices, extra voices, it's me. Me, myself and I'm not very good, I know. And to be honest, the Thelma and Harriet, I think the thing about them that I like is it's from their perspective all the time. It's not a film like an animation film. It's from the perspective of that person all the time, and I sort of kind of like do it that way. But yeah, it's just really hard to get people together to do it. I'd need guaranteed that they could be those characters on a regular basis, and that's the problem. People can't, because they don't put the same time that I do into this kind of thing, and I have set times that I do it and they're not available. So that's the difficulty. So I have to shoot as and when, and if someone isn't around to be the character, I have to create the avatar to look exactly like the character previously so that I can bring him back in. Yeah, I know, painful. Anyhow, I'm going to hush now. I'm going to go. I know, today's was a whole lot of nothing. Yeah, but a whole lot of bitching. No, not really. I wasn't really bitching actually about the blogging thing. But it's been on my feed, and it really bothers me when, you know what bothers me even more, when I see bloggers and they go, what did I do wrong? I don't know what I've done wrong. They kicked me out and da 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 da. I got kicked out of a group recently. I must admit, I did think, what the hell did I do wrong? But it actually doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. You need to, if you enjoy blogging, just do it for the hell of it. You know, just do it for the hell of it. You know, interact with the people you interact with. It doesn't matter. Because at the end of the day, remember, you're not the one getting paid. Okay, see you later. Bye bye.